I just stepped on. Ooh, show and tell. I forgot about this. I was going to talk about this the other day. A search for California's rich history and natural wonders, hosted by Huell Hauser. Should say Huell Poser. Look at this guy. Does he look like a real human being? Listen to what I have to say. Look at me. Can't you tell I know what I'm talking about? Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heoke empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I got this for Mom. I should have got it on DVD. I should have got it on VHS and DVD. But I bought it like freaking 20 years ago. It's one of your birthday presents or something. It took me, I had to track this thing down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is the video that they play when you... I don't even know if they do tours at the Shasta Dam anymore.
I don't think so.
Now that the lake's gonna fill up, maybe they'll start it up again. But they used to have tours that you went on. You'd go down inside the dam, and see the big old generators, and it's a little unnerving to be encased in so much concrete. It's a little unnerving. And then you end up at the bottom, and you see the old tunnels and stuff that go down into inner earth. That, you know, so many people they just don't know that it exists. This stuff doesn't exist, and they're just like these ginormous, huge, freaking colossal. I remember seeing them because growing up in Northern California, that's like that's the field trips that we went on. We didn't do that like on the East Coast. I'm sure everybody goes to DC and has to listen to, but my frame of reference is different. So, growing up in old Northern California, everybody that watched that video, went on that tour, at the end of it, they play this video. And the reason why I got this video for Mom and why I went through all the effort to track it down is because Mom had a mother figure, this woman had befriended her years ago, and the woman's name's Opal Fox.
Oh, yeah.
And Opal Fox and Mom were real close. Opal was in her 80s. Mom was in her, you're much like my age now, But she was like a mother that Mom never had, that relationship. And Opal Fox was the first woman that worked on the crew that built the Shasta Dam.
Yeah.
And so she's actually in this video. That's why I got this video. So now we don't got no VHS. So we can't. But Opal's right here, Ma. She's right here. She's in our hearts. We got her chest. We got her quilt that she made.
She's a neat lady.
Just hardy. Just that solid stock, Just doesn't matter how you feel about things. Cry about it later. Get it done.
That's it. That's the way she rolls.
Yeah? So, anyway, I got a little caught up earlier today. I hit a wall. See, this spring, that's all this fire, air, and all the astrologers are talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, I already know. It's like this for me every year. It's like driving with gas and brakes at the same time. It's like you want to go, but nope. No. Go. I want to go. Okay, we're going. Nope. No. You thought go? I say no. and that's what this whole period is. This like transition from the winter months to spring. It's like this for me. It's like this for a lot of people every year. My birthday's Sunday. I'm so excited. My birthday's on Easter. It's never been on Easter. I think I'm gonna get us some strawberry shortcake or something. I don't know, something nice and light. I went to the park today. It was closed. That was stupid because they want to, because they have to block everything off. They fence everything off. They block everything off. It's just how it is. Just more stupid stuff. I gotta get past, you know. So, did go into town today. That's all I did. Is like, Marge, you got to go do something, you know. Get out of your head. So I went in and I went to Tractor Supply and got 2 bags of 44-pound bags of cat food because Sacred Hearts, the place that I had to surrender Bitty Bit to, they put out a call yesterday that they were going to run out of food by today.
Oh, really?
So they asked the community to drop off bags of food, stuff like that. So they got, I don't know, I mean, they got a lot of cats, so I don't know how long 88 pounds will last. It'll hopefully a day or maybe 2. I don't know, because they got a lot of cats. So we'll see. Anyway, what else? Oh, I found this really cool bracelet in Mom's loot. It's all beads, and it feels good. So I've been wearing that the last 2 days. It feels really cool. I wonder how long it took for somebody to do that, because they're all... I got other stuff to do. And then I went to check the mail, and then all that stuff that I sent to the DMV, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, they said they got it like March 23rd. I don't know why it took so long for them to get it back to me. You know? People just don't do their jobs. So I get it back with another piece of paper in there that I needed to fill out, and the one part was my fault that I didn't put the address down, or I didn't put on the title, I didn't put how much the guy sold it to me for, and I didn't put my new address, but I did put my phone number on there and asked them to call me if there was any issue, so she could have freaking called me and then freaking filled it in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people just freaking suck. Because they don't want to do anything to help anybody, right? And then they sit behind these, oh, I'm sorry, it's against the rules. I could never do such a thing. I could never break a rule, you know, and then, but you look at them, and if I were to follow them, I could probably come up with a laundry list every day of all the rules that they felt compelled to break when it suited them. But you got these tiny people that have inferiority complexes that are put in positions of power and authority, and they just go around and designate who they want to freaking, you know, who they feel like helping and who they don't. And they get to pick and choose. And you can't get mad about it. Don't you dare get mad about it. Just accept it. It's just how it is. Accept it and live in their bliss. And I'm like, nope. So, Artie's going to the vet in the morning. And it kind of sucks because I could have taken him today at 3 or at 4. And it would have been a done deal. I opted for an earlier appointment because I'm better in the morning. So it's at 10:30, but we're supposed to get snow tomorrow. Well, it's probably not going to do much, and it don't matter. But I feel like I should drive the van around more because the plates aren't expired on that. And now they're expired on the Suburban. You know? Yeah, because March 1st or April 1st, they had March 2020. No, actually, they expired a year ago. I think, is what the sticker says, March 22. Yeah, so it's a year ago. So it doesn't really matter. And they don't, I mean, around here in New Mexico, they don't catch murderers. I don't know why they want to crack down on people with expired tags. You know what I mean? They don't care if people drive around all over the place, all wasted, all drunk and stuff, you know? Just as long as you don't wreck and you got to make them freaking get out of their freaking, pull their big old fat guts out of their cars and freaking walk over and, like, do shit. Anyway, so Mom and I were talking today. We had a pretty good day today, I'd say. How about you, Mom? Did you have a good day? We did some laps in the yard. I worked in the garden just for a little while, not a long time, just a little while, about 20 minutes, half hour or something like that. It's real windy here today. And I was just like, I don't know, it was just kind of going into town. Just, I didn't have any expectation, but it's just a downer today for whatever reason. So, it's always me. It's always my fault. It's always my problem. Although I did send the video I did the day before yesterday about Block 16 to Paul and Jessica. They said they're going to watch it tonight, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't get a lot of positive feedback when I send people I know talks that I do. People that, like, know me, you know? It's like I just never hear, like, hey, that's really... I don't get that. I just never hear from them ever again. So... It's not for me to know. I'm just supposed to put stuff out there, and if people pick it up, it's for them to pick it up, and if it's not, oh well, so be it, yeah? What else? So, yeah, we were chopping it up today. I got some neat pictures of Mom. She was just totally cracking up, and we were laughing, because I called the title what I called the title today. That was one of those. Every now and again, I'll come up with the title, and I'll look it up I'll Google it, to see if somebody else has come up with the idea, you know, because there's a lot of like-minded people out there, and I don't want to be reinventing the wheel, so I'll put it in the searches engine, you know, and see if it comes back with any hits, and it didn't come back with any of it. So not to say that nobody else put it out there, and you know, maybe it's just not on the interwebs, but I thought that's I'm gonna make a T-shirt that says what my title says today. It says, my mom didn't raise no dummy, but my dad did. She gets her every time. I freaking love it. It's funny because it's true. Because, see, Mom was like the one that she was like the Sagittarius, 5 planets, deal with the consequences of your actions. You better learn emotional control, or society will control you. And all that. She taught me all these life lessons, and my dad wasn't around. He wasn't around. He was an absentee father. And I don't think he understood the person that I was. And so usually I learned a long time ago that usually when people don't understand things, it's like, they get aggressive with they're mean to it. Like they gotta put themselves up here and that thing down here or something, for whatever reason. And so he put me in my place a lot. And he's an Aries and I was an Aries, I just think that maybe who knows, maybe he's jealous because I got past my speech impediment and he didn't. I had all these obstacles in life and I got past them. I got through them and he didn't. He got through his own. I'm not comparing him. He had his different challenges. The guy's he's done things that a lot of people haven't done. He set himself aside. He did all those things that Aries do when they act from a place of ego, and so I learned from his example. So I don't lead from my ego. I let the spirit lead me, and the spirit to me is good orderly direction. God, just do the right thing, and He was like, I was a daredevil. He was a daredevil. I got that kind of stuff from him, as like a little bulldozer. Just was always outside, all tough and rough and tumble, and let's wrestle around. And I still am kind of like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be 49 on Sunday on Easter. Just a big kid, man. But he would do things like he and his buddy would go up at the highway. They lived in Atascadero, north of San Luis Obispo, south of Paso Robles, and they had these ledges up on top of the hill, and he and his buddy would get 55-gallon drums and freaking go up there and roll them down the hill into the freaking interstate, and stuff like that, And to me, it's like, okay, if you do stupid, dumb stuff like that, you got to learn that that there's life, there's human life. I see a lot of that. I see a lot, and I used to act the same way. Whenever I would speed, I'd want to speed everywhere. I'd want to make my outside match my inside, so I'd drive fast all over the place. That's why I got the big old slow car, so I don't got to speed everywhere. I don't want to speed everywhere. I want to take things nice and slow, nice and easy. You know, people get all in a hurry, and that's when they freaking wrap themselves around trees. Or, you know, I see it every day here. I'm going to start a Facebook page. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. But instead, because I don't want to be the person that's like, hey, slow down to every D-bag that drives by, because this road that I live on, it gets super busy, especially when that bridge opens up. It's going to get real busy. And so I don't want to I'm just going to make this Facebook page, and then I'll put all the people that drive, because it's the speed limit right out in front is 15 miles an hour. And people are driving upwards of like 50, 55 miles an hour. And there's kids out here. There's old dogs all over the place. There's cat. You know, it's like, and but they're evidently they're so important. They got to drive so fast that they don't have to care or hold in life in any kind of regard, because they're so important. And that's what I think of whenever I see people like speed, and they're, you know, it's like, oh, you're so important. You got, okay. So if something dies, then will you slow down then? Maybe for a week or two? Then go back to, you know, self-will run riot. That's not what God intended. Anyway. So, I thought that was really funny. And I bet a lot of people can relate to that, you know? I mean, there's so many people. I mean, everybody that is born, everybody that's on this planet has a story of their origin, you know? And some people have a positive story. Some people have a negative story, you know? Everybody's story impacts their life and how they show up in the world. I think it's kind of funny is that when I think of like family dynamics, everybody I ask what their signs are, you know it? And so like when I was talking to my sister, died September 23rd, 2022, when I was talking to her ex-husband, father of their 3 kids, I was like, you know, his birthday, I was getting his birthday and stuff, and her birthday, and it was like she was a Virgo and he was a Leo. And then they have 2 Taurus kids, right? Which is like, or like 1 Taurus, 2 Taurus, and like a Cancer. And then what I do is like I count back 9 months and see what was like going on, you know, what the energies were 9 months prior and how they impact, you know, the Virgo Leo dynamic, you know. And then they put their energies, and then the energy of the day comes up with their person, you know. And then I was talking to the neighbors, and they're opposite. Like he's the Virgo and she's the Leo. And it's the same kind of situation. Their kids are like real close together. And then there's like 2 cousins that are born 12 hours apart. You know what I mean? It's such a trip, man. I don't know why it just navigating through just kind of gives you an insight about why people do the things that they do, why they act the way that they do, you know? It's such a trip. I dig it. So, what else has been going on? I don't think I did it. I don't know. Nothing was really going on yesterday. I'm just trying to keep my feet on the ground, because sometimes I can get really super excited about my birthday, and then it happens and it's like today I'm pretty excited. I got birthday loot. It's on its way. My earth angel said I gotta send you a box of stuff. It's a big box of stuff. It'll be there Thursday. And then Tanya said she sent loot. I dig birthday loot. Makes me feel good. Who doesn't like birthday loot, man? Who doesn't like getting stuff for their birthday? It's like the only holiday I do. Huh, Ma?
That's right.
Maybe I'll go to Michael's and get like one of their renowned cinnamon rolls that are smothered with frosting and stuff. It's probably going to be closed now that I think about it. That's dumb that if that's like a money making day. See, I was telling somebody today, I said, I guess I worked jobs. It was I know who it was. I guess I always worked jobs that we didn't have. It's like you got Christmas off, not in the military, but all the other jobs I ever had, they were just always the place that stayed open. You know? Like, and people just, I got scheduled because I was the single person. I didn't have any family, so I could work because they just, because I didn't have nothing better to do anyway. While other people had families, they could go be with their families and stuff like that. I didn't really have a choice a lot of times. So, what else? I don't know. It's just kind of it's just like that one of those periods of time that you're just kind of going through the. Oh, I got a picture of Benny today. I can't even I got like the picture that I took on the thumbnail. I went out this morning and I was walking around. I got some really cool pictures of birds and stuff like that this morning, and it was all lit up. And I got this. I posted it on Facebook. I got a picture of Benny. Oh my God, this is the funniest picture I've ever had of him. I wonder if I can get it to show up here. Because it's zombie dog. This is how he lays next to Mom. Okay? When Mom pets him and he gets all blessed out. So he's zombie dog. But if you look close, he's got a spit bubble in his mouth. It was the funniest thing. I was like, are you kidding me? Oh, here's a better one. Here's a better shot of it. It was so funny. I posted on Facebook and said zombie dog and spit bubbles. Oh, Ma, it's hilarious, huh?
Yeah.
You getting tired, Ma?
Yeah, I am a little bit.
It's almost 8. Or it's after 8. It's 8:30. Holy hell. So, I think tomorrow... Oh, this is Mom cheesing. She's so cute. Oh, my goodness. She was eating an apple, and I was busting, and we were just cracking up. And she's just... Sometimes it just does the heart good, huh, Madre?
Yeah.
Yep. So what kind of weird stuff is going on in the world besides floods everywhere, earthquakes all over the place? Bunch of nonsense stuff that does. I mean, it's just. I swear that's what they do. The media does is like it's all to divide. It's all to divide so they can conquer. So they'll throw it on a news story, right? And it's the kind of story that yeah, you got this group that they're gonna feel about it some kind of way, and you got that group and they're gonna feel about it some kind of way, right? And they're just gonna clash, right? But while everybody's out there feeling some kind of way, there's all kinds of people that are still slipping through the cracks of society. Where I live, it's like, I don't know, back in December or something, they cut everybody's extra food stamps off from the COVID money and stuff. And then now all these prices shot up, right? And you got like, there's a lot of deadbeat dads in New Mexico. There's a lot of single moms, a lot of freaking just poverty shit, just strife, just, offices aren't to help those people, right? And so these guys, my train of thought derailed. I lost it because that stupid song. It's gone. Stan Lee, my train of thought derailed. Do you know what I was gonna say? You gonna tell me stories, Stan Lee? I took Benny for a ride in the Suburban today. Huh, big kitty. Want to go for a ride? He says, nope. I'm not in the mood ever for that one. Don't ever put me in there. And don't ever drive me around. And don't ever do those things to me. I still don't remember what I was talking about. I guess I'm done. And we won't be back until we get back from the doctor tomorrow, huh? I had to take 2 showers today. My stomach is like, I don't know. And I know why it hurts, but I'm not going to say why it hurts until I do a little experiment and remove the thing that I've been eating. But if it verifies what I think it's to be true, I'm going to be able to do a talk where I get to say, I'm wrong. I was wrong and I admit it. But I haven't yet verified the data, so I'm not going to say that yet. Nah, it ain't a big deal. I think it's bagels. I think I'm getting to a point that I'm getting sensitive to foods, and it might be a gluten thing. So I used to see gluten-free flour at the store, and I don't see it. So I don't know, but that's the thing is you got it. As much as I like a bagel and cream cheese in the evening or the morning or whatever, just because they're fast, they take the hunger out, you take the edge off or whatever when I'm hungry. But if it hurts my stomach every freaking time I eat it, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do something that's gonna cause me harm. So I ate the last one, though, so we'll find out. But I think it's funny because I try to be careful about things that I say. And a lot of times, the stuff I say really, because I'm a contrarian, so it does come back and bite me in the ass, right? Because I've done videos, this one in particular called Extra Gluten on the Side, Just making fun of the gluten thing, but it could be quite possible that I could have a sensitivity to it myself, and maybe I shouldn't talk trash. It's how we learn, folks, ain't it? It's about